Hello, friends. It is past midnight on Friday, March 4th. Yep, Friday, March 4th, 2016, and I've got a midterm tomorrow. Today's topic comes from J. David Armendariz and also Caitlin Jennings, and that'll be midterms and how to study for them. So, right now I'm in the NEWMAN Center Library. It has a nice desk here. It's quiet and peaceful. This is where I am working. It is cluttered, but that's okay. That's my style. So, I thought I'd take you a little through of how this works. So the course I'm studying for is Biology 125 Honors, How Science Works. And it's a pretty, I'd say, typical kind of honorsy course here at the University of Nevada, Reno, where you've got basically for your course a midterm, maybe one or two, a final, and a long paper, maybe a short paper. But essentially, with at least most honors courses I've experienced, you can count the assignments on one hand. Anyway, so I am studying for the midterm. This is, I think, our 7th or 8th week of school, so got a lot of material to cover. And, so I'll take you through it. First misconception to debunk is you don't get help on your midterm because I have a study guide. I think it kind of shows up. Anyway, every professor I've had has given a study guide for his or her exam, so don't freak out. The dilemma I guess people experience is how detailed the study guides get. Some professors are pretty much like, what I show is what will be there. Others are a little more conceptual focused. They'll give a list of like topics you should be familiar with, and that's, I think, pretty fair. Anywho, as for how I'm studying for that midterm, right here I've got, these are pretty much like typical lecture notes. I take them, these are reading and lecture notes, so I take notes while I do the reading assignments we have, and then I also take notes during the lectures. And it's Cornell style, but what I do is I'll just fill in the main right area, maybe some doodles in the margins, and I don't put any title for the notes, and I don't put any questions, but I will put little headers so I can remember like what the main topic was. And so those are like the clean notes, and then what I do is based on the study guide, whatever is the assigned material of what will be tested on, I go back through the notes, and I just go through the entire semester, or at least up to whatever point in the midterms. By the way, I haven't had any cumulative finals yet, but if it's not a cumulative final, it's basically like a second midterm. Pretty nice, I enjoy it. Anywho, so here was from like the unit we covered on peer review, and what I did is I read through all the notes again. I made little mini headers like scientific publishing, so I can remember what those kind of paragraph forms are. And what I would do is I'd look at the study guide and it says, okay, know this concept. So I'd go to the scientific publishing, I'd look for that concept, and if it's particularly noticeable, I'll put a little squiggly line under it. Usually I do like the straight lines if it's during a lecture and it sounds important, because a lot of times your professors will tell you like, this will be on your midterm, know it. And I'm like, cool, better make a note of that. I highlight vocab too, so if there's a vocab word, I'll come through with my handy dandy highlighter and highlight it. As for the questions, I usually try to model the little Cornell questions based on the exact things in the study guide. It's, I think, the most efficient way to know what you're talking about. And then, instead of doing your typical Cornell note-style summaries, I make these fancy little headers. So I doodle them up, and every one of my pages usually does have its own little pretty title. It's my way of getting my graphic design in it, I guess. And Tumblr tells me if you decorate your notes, you'll be happier about it. And I do enjoy my Tumblr, so we trust. So that's how I study for the midterms. I just go back through all my notes. I compare it with the study guide. And the professors, are at least the ones I've had, have all been really generous, and that could be just honors college, but I mean, they literally say, email me if you don't get something. I'll clear it up, and I'm like, that's awesome. I mean, that really shows when someone wants you to learn, not just take a test. Yeah, so that's exciting. I don't think I'm afraid, if that's what James was wondering with the fear of midterms question. It's just a lot to handle after all this past midnight. But luckily, my class isn't until 11, so no need to worry. Still got plenty of time. I guess as far as study tips, take breaks. I don't know if it really depends on your learning style. So for me, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't like to go like 4 hours straight on an assignment unless it's graphic design or something. I like doodling. That's a tangent. Anyway, so I like to take breaks if it's 15 minutes work, 5-minute break, or like 12-minute work, 17-minute break. It's really what I'm feeling. I'm more of like a, if it feels good, it probably works kind of guy. And, I mean, this is a fun place to work, too. Definitely find your niche. If there's places that speak to you, you should study there. I mean, even right now I'm taking a break. This is great. Yeah, so that's midterms in a nutshell. Very fun. Some courses you'll have a paper due the same time as your midterm, but your professors, I mean, it's all in the syllabus, so you should plan ahead. You'll be an adult by the time you get here. Be smart. Yeah, make yourself comfortable. Get snacks, get music, whatever works, because it's an exciting experience. I mentioned in the Facebook status not too long ago, midterms are a way of reminding you that you actually learned something in these past 6 or 7 or 8 weeks. So that's nice. It's nice. Cherish that. Cool. Yeah, that's good. DFTBA. Have a good night. Bye.